Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of Root Letter. Where we last left off was we basically are in chapter 9, I think? Yeah, chapter 9 is where we stopped at, or started at, in 2 episodes ago. And so we're kind of continuing that with Bestie telling us the truth of what the heck happened. I think so far we only know the fact that Aya wasn't Aya in their as their classmate. It was just another individual name, I think it was Simote or something like that, something with an S, S-A. And she was kind of replacing Aya because the father requested that she look kind of closely to Aya, and that ultimately ended up being the case where she accepted probably playing as or acting as like Aya for the mother's sake. And the classmates kind of knew it because they were brought into the whole ordeal as well, which is kind of strange to me because I felt like there could have just been 3 individuals, not so much as every classmate that was with them so far that was there to see them go down with the deal of protecting the person from being Aya or something like that. I don't know. It's just weird. Anyways, let's get to the story and figure out what the truth is behind Shiori. There we go. That's the name. Let's figure out what really happened to Shiori, because we know Shiori and Yukari is like very close friends at the very least. Anyways, 15 years ago. So what happened 15 years ago? The Fumino residence's fire wasn't exactly unrelated, was it? No answer. Maybe they're not emotionally ready to talk about it. I'll try a different approach. So I just keep poking at them for what they need to talk about. Correspondence? But why did she go so far as to starting up a correspondence?
しばらくして陽子さんが文通相手の募集記事を見つけてきたそうよ。
A wanted ad? Oh, okay. So then But I'm also thinking that, or I see. I'm also thinking that maybe she took up the pen pal as a practice form for her as Aya. Like, she wants to practice as being as Aya, but kind of like alleviating her persona, her second persona, as like some sort of like small thing on the side.
あなたの手紙はしおりに大きな影響を与えたのよ。しおりがドキュメンタリーに興味を持つようになったのはあなたの影響のようよ。
I did write about a documentary film I saw. It was called Barefoot Darkness, about children in developing nations.
彼女から世界の医療事情を質問されましたよ。
Oh, so she basically got so involved that she just wanted to partake in knowing about the world rather than just the documentaries alone.
私は一緒にその映画を見たわ。
Oh, okay. I didn't know how much impact that caused her to have. Shiori? What happened to her after that?
あれから1ヶ月くらい経ってからですね。
A month later. Back to the past. Here we go. Rowdy boys, chatty girls, a typical high school break time scene. Four Eyes is at his desk reading.
メガネくん、ちょっと教えてもらえるかな。
どうしたんですかね。
Shiori shows him her notebook.
この方程式なんだけど。
Wait, was she asking him for help? I guess? Because Four Eyes did mention that Shiori was probably not the strongest in the class in terms of, like, grades, but she constantly asked him for help. But then in her letters, she says that she was the one helping him instead, which is kind of weird to me. Four Eyes looked at her notebook.
わあ、すごく勉強してるじゃないですか。
The way he just acted like like he's super surprised, but it sounded more like scared than surprised.
文野教授に勉強を教えてもらっているの。
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's why she got good grades so quickly, because the father was like, or the supposed father, the professor, probably knew how to teach people very well, and I think he taught her very well, considered that he probably taught Aya to have good grades, in a sense, maybe. That might be the reason why Aya has been very smart as of that time. Wow, he really is teaching her like hardcore. Like he actually like went dedicated to teaching Shiori to be Aya and like really teaching her there. Shiori is studying at her desk as Professor Fumino tutors her.
勉強を教えてもらえるのは嬉しいんですけど、ここまでしてもらわなくても。
Yeah, you can't just brainwash a person to just be your daughter, man.
しおりさんが来てくれて、陽子は元気になりました。これくらいするのは当然です。
I don't know, a part of me just feels like this is like brainwashing in a small way. Like, he's just making Shiori into a Aya form. Like, he's just molding her in a sense to just be some sort of like way that Aya used to be, which is kind of weird to me a little bit. Okay, well, we'll see where it goes. I'm a little concerned about this still, the scenario. The scenario is bothering me a little bit. Back to the present, and then back to the past again, I bet. Four Eyes continues talking about Shiori. Oh. I guess that was like a break point almost, to ask about 15 years ago now. What happened to her after that? Like how she just keeps asking the same question. Takayuki.
急がせないでください。言われなくても順番に話しますよ。
Oh, okay, then maybe we're doing a thinking? Or inventory? She started going to the Fumino residence, and the neighbors thought she was Aya's ghost.
彼女の成績はどんどん上がっていって、私は嫉妬しました。
That's fair. I mean, that was part of the story for why he started getting a little bit more hot-headed about the whole situation. That's why you said she cheated.
自分の成績が落ちてパニックになってしまったんです。
Fair. Just because her grades went up? No need to get that scared.
怖がっていたのは私だけじゃない。みんな彼女が怖かったんですよ。
Why? As the top of the class, I can understand why Four Eyes would fear her sudden improvement, but why would that bother the rest of you? They remain silent. Don't tell me because Aya or Shiori started dressing up like Aya, like completely dressing up like her, and then having a sort of different mood or different personality entirely, maybe? It could be that. A reason for the fear. Was there any particular reason?
彼女は見た目も別人になっていったのよ。
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling because they might have had her cut her hair and it turned into Aya's like actual hairstyle. Her appearance changed.
しおりはどんどんあやさんになっていったの。そして陽子さんの誕生日に呼ばれたわ。
That's kind of creepy though. It's the birthday of the mother, not Shiori's birthday. The seven seem to be recalling those days. Oh dear, I have a feeling that this is gonna be bad. Because somebody might have, like... I think one of the seven classmates might have, like, broken the silence about the fact that they feel worried that Shiori is turning into Aya, and it's like, again, like, it's brainwashing her. Like, you're brainwashing an actual individual who had their own sort of lives that they wanted to be. Like, what happened to Shiori's parents, though? Like, what of their parents? Why isn't the parents getting involved as well? These are teenage kids. These are not adults. These are not college students. Why isn't their parents involved? I'm so confused why these two individuals, why Aya's parents are the only involved individuals in this case by this point. Wouldn't Shiori's parents be involved and, like, very, like, concerned about their kid? Like... There's that question of where it kind of has a plot hole right there a little bit. Like, why isn't the parents concerned by this point, considering how they look? Is it because they were happy and satisfied with the grade and that's it? As long as she has the grade keeping going, then they don't really care about how she looks and how she's acting? Maybe? That's kind of weird to me. The seven classmates are eating and chatting.
バースデーパーティーまでやるとはね。
Oh, that is a nice outfit. And hairstyles combining with that is really good.
いいんじゃない？こうやって美味しいものが食べられるし。
That is also a nice sweater. Though I don't agree with this shirt. I don't know why am I complimenting the clothes?
デブみたいなこと言わないで。
Oh. Bethany and Snappy are smiling and chatting.
おせやなね。
Who? Yoko is irritated. Oh, come on, Yoko. You can't treat Shiori like she's your actual daughter. Don't do that. that's why I think that maybe that's what happened, is that Shiori got so like stressed out to the point where she was like, I'm gonna end it all kind of feeling. Maybe that could be the case.
どうしたんですか?
Aya's late is what she's probably gonna say.
なんだ着替え帳みたいなに。私呼んできましょうか?
The door opens and Shiori steps out. Oh yeah, she looks way too close to Aya now. She's in the same dress as the one in Aya's photo and has the same hairstyle.
綺麗。あやちゃん。
Don't say that. That's creepy as hell. It makes me kind of creeped out in my brain. Like, why are we calling her a person who already passed away? Why?
どういうこと?
The classmates are holding their breath as they look at the Aya-like Shiori.
あれはしおりじゃない。死んだあやさんよ。
My God. Gal was like really straightforward. She didn't even give a crap about what happened. She's like, I'm gonna say what's right there. I believe it's wrong. No chill. No chill.
姫が森の姫の伝説だ。一度死んで美しくなって帰ってきたんだ。
Shiori, what the hell is this? What is this comment? This is the worst comment I've ever heard. Dies once and comes back more beautiful. What the hell, dude? Obsessed. My dude's obsessed. But also, yes, Gal is no chill on the idea that she called Aya dead. So it's like, I don't know.
これって取りつかれてますよ。
No, I think she's brainwashed, not so much as possessed.
私気味が悪いわ。
What a comment. The 7 classmates are rooted to the spot out of fear. Huh. So what happens then on? So that's what happened.
普段のファッションも変わったね。おしゃれになったわ。
More fashionable.
ふみの教授が服を買ってくれたと言ってたわ。
Yeah, because suddenly those two parents, the Femino parents, I'll call them, suddenly have treated her more like a daughter, less so than the person who used to act like her daughter, their daughter. So it's like kind of weird, but it also makes sense that things are starting to become more like they are treating her like their kid.
あいつはしおりをあやさんにしようとしたんだ。
Bro, he already started since he asked about it, when he first asked of her to do that. And it started to slowly sink into reality. Why didn't you guys notice it halfway through? With the tutoring especially. The Four Eyes should have been growing concerned a little bit from there, right? She might have started to look and act like Aya, but by the Pygmalion effect? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, I butchered that person's name. I'm pretty sure that's a name from the person who invented the effect, or theorized the effect, I guess I'd say. Alright, her true feelings, I'm curious about that. How did she feel about pretending to be someone else?
僕は彼女の本心を聞きたくてカラコロ工房に誘ったんだ。
Oh, yeah, so that was what that photo was with the Karakoro art studio stuff. That's probably what that was. On their way home from the Karakoro art studio, large flakes of snow flutter to the ground, and the lamppost they make it feel like a dream. Shiori and Fatty are walking along. Fatty is holding the stained glass lamp they made together.
楽しかったね。
私も楽しかった。
Wow, she still looks like Aya. Damn.
まだ文の教授の館に行ってるの？
時々ね。
Sometimes.
もうやめてもいいんじゃないの？
でも、陽子さんを放っておけないわ。
Why are you concerned about an old lady who's lost her daughter? Like, if you stop pretending to be Aya, it doesn't mean that she would go insane, like that insane. She might feel more sad, like way more sadder, but I imagine the reason why is probably because Yoko could probably go insane further, and it perpetuates that insanity. And like, once she really does lose sort of Shiori, who's playing as Aya, it will become way more worse, I bet. Like, as she lost 2 individuals who look just like her daughter or something.
本当は 文野教授に会いたいんじゃないの？
海野教授とのこと疑ってるの？
Fatty thinks that she's having that Professor Firmino is having an affair with Shiori, and utilizing Shiori as both a way to calm Yoko, but also as a way to have his way with some younger person, some younger female. That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. That's a pretty disgusting thought, but could be plausible. I mean, I support Fatty's questioning of that, just in case, you know, something is going down and he's not knowing it.
だって
Things turn awkward between the two of them. But he did say that he saw Gal and then started sprinting off because he didn't know what to do. What kind of relationship did the two of them have? You mean Fatty and... The difference in their ages? What? Their connection? How far apart were the two of them in terms of age?
しおりより年上の娘がいたんだぞ。それこそ親と子くらい離れていたよ。
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like the younger sister kind of thing. Their connection, I guess? What was their relationship really?
二人におかしな関係はないわ。しおりは陽子さんのために文の邸に行っていたのよ。デブが嫉妬しただけじゃない？
Are we even sure about that?
それでも彼女は自分を見失っていたよ。
Okay, so she basically just started getting out of hand, basically. Why she lost herself, the reason for going to the Firmino residence, we already know that. The way she was after that. I want to choose the first one and the third one, but I think that one of them will progress me and I won't get to ask the other thing, which is sad for me a little bit. But I'll ask the first one. Why did she lose sight of herself?
多分僕を好きになったからだと思う。
Excuse me? What? That is so out of left field. I better ask someone else more sensible. How dare you? How dare you say that she fell in love with you? You don't know that. She never said that. She only helped you try to be your best friend at least. What the hell, dude? She didn't say I love her. What the heck? This guy's delusional. What happened to her after that?
以前の自分に戻りたかったから卒業式の後に文の綾を抹殺したんだ。
Oh, so that's why they said that Aya killed herself, because Aya was the character that she was playing. So she had to fake her... Oh, she tried to fake her death. Shiori tried to fake her death so that she can get out of that Aya Fumino situation. Of course, her death as Aya did not make the news because it was not really a death, but it was to prove to the professor that she died. But that twisted it out of control, or spiraled the whole situation out of control, where the professor wanted to keep Shiori alive, so he probably tried to not torture her, but like imprison her body in a way, even though she faked her death. He wanted to imprison that body to make sure that nobody would ever get to Shiori. But during the Christmas time, when the classmates want to get her out of there, because they found out that she was trapped in there maybe, during that one Christmas, they had to burn the house down to get her out of there, but I guess they probably didn't, or couldn't manage to do it because, or that they were too late or something maybe. Okay, let's keep going. I don't want to keep spoiling myself in, like, assumptions here. To the past. A lot of back and forthing of the class stuff. After the graduation ceremony, the 7 classmates are called to the classroom.
話ってなんだよ。
みんな適当に席について。
The classmates all sit down.
みんなに挨拶したいの。別れの挨拶。
Shiori stands in front of the chalkboard.
今日で私はみんなとお別れです。
All of them look up at her at a loss for words.
文の綾はこの世からいなくなります。さようなら。
Ah, that sound. Shiori takes out a knife and slits her wrist. Fresh blood bursts forth, and a crimson pool starts to form on the floor. 7 classmates are aghast. Shiori falls on top of the pool of... I don't know why it takes so long for them to react that somebody's trying to commit suicide in front of them. How do you not, like, start immediately calling for doctors or teachers or something? I'm just so confused. Why? Like, is this really the truth? I feel like half the classmates ran off, and then the other half were there just to see if she was alright. Fatty starts to feel ill and sinks to the ground. The blood from Shiori flows over to where Fatty has slumped. Oh, he still mistakes the real blood as fake blood, that's why. No! The Shiori gets up. The blood and the knife are both fake.
海の綾は死にました。もうこの世にいません。私は吉岡しおりです。
Oh, so
元の吉岡しおりです。
she wanted to end the character's arc through the act of committing suicide as Aya, not so much as Shiori. Shiori just has to pretend that so she can acknowledge it in her head that Aya's gone forever, but also that she wants to tell the classmates that that particular persona character needs to go, and they need to acknowledge that. They need to accept that that she has ended that connection tie to that person because that person is taking over her life when she should be Shiori all this time. But I feel like the professor would be pissed and he will start like kidnapping her because he thinks that... Are you sure about that? Why are you guys dismissing your own friend, man? I thought you guys were all friends. What?
気まずい関係は修復できなかったわね。以前のような仲良し8人組には戻れなかったわ。
I see. The transition couldn't go back to what it was previously because it got stuck that way for quite some time. Oh man. That is so sad.
これが真相よ。
Well, what happened after that? Why did you hide it from me? But yeah, I would say that, like, why did you hide it from me would be one. Two, where is Shiori now if you're saying that she's still alive and she faked to death? And three, why did the fire happen? Like, is it related to Shiori being around still? Or is it something else entirely amiss that we haven't gotten to yet?
こんな話、誰にも知られたくないでしょ。
No, the truth needs to be out. I don't know what you're talking about. That professor needs to be arrested for freaking brainwash or something. Well, actually, there's no crime. There's no crime for brainwashing, but what would be a law that exists to deal with this scenario, though? First-degree attempts of, like, I forget what the word would be called. Grooming, I guess, but that's not even against the law either. Grooming is not against the law, but it is a disgusting thought to have that somebody's grooming somebody to become something. What happened to Shiori right after that? What happened to Shiori after that?
国立大に合格して松江を出て行ったわ。
Oh, come on, really? That's really what happened? No way. If she moved to university, why didn't she send a letter to me send a letter to me or send a letter to them, to the classmates? Like, that makes no sense, though. Her college plans. Where did she go?
私も国立の大学だとしか。他のみんなは？
僕も聞いてない。
Just disappeared off the mark.
私もです。進学先について話したことはありませんね。
I think she's not alive anymore. Or maybe she is alive, but she's just probably stuck. No. I think she is with that professor still. I think that's what's happening. I think that the professor is still keeping an eye on Shiori and that he's still manipulating her to this very time, considering that Fatty did have a suspicion that he has some sort of weird-ass connection with her, or relationship with her at least, besides child and father.
てっきりゆかりと同じ大学だとばかり思っていたから。
Yukari? Her whereabouts. Where is she now?
知らないわ。
Really?
多分ここにいる誰も知らないだろう。進学先だって詳しくは聞いてないんだ。
Well, Gal did say Yukari knows the best.
ちょうど疎遠になっていた時期だからな。
Oh. So they never really even talk to each other anymore, or they just very much talk to each other very lightly. Now I understand what happened 15 years ago.
納得したならもういいですよね。これ以上何もないんですよ。忙しいので帰らせてもらいますよ。
Four Eyes goes home and others follow one by one. Four Eyes lost it, so our meeting ended in a half-assed conclusion. Wait, what? I feel like I messed up on something, but I don't think there should be something you can mess up on that part. I mean, I did miss some conversation points that I wanted to see, but... I returned to the Matsue Inn. I still don't know where she is. In the 11th letter, she said she killed someone. What does that mean? Oh. Range stationary achievement unlocked.
飛行機の便箋
So range stationary is done. Achievement unlocked. Airplane stationary is next. It's the 10th day since I've arrived in Matsue. I don't have anything left to do in the city. I take a letter out from my bag. The final letter that we read from the beginning, I guess. Yeah, I'll allow the rereading because I actually don't remember what it said from when it first started this game. There's still one letter I hadn't reread. It's on the airplane pattern stationery. This is the 10th letter she sent me. It's dated February 27th. I read the final letter.
こんにちは。マックスくん、元気にしていますか？私は普通の生活です。いよいよ卒業ですね。残り少ない高校生活、悔いの残らないようにしましょう。人って思っていることを素直に書けないものですね。勇気を出してその一言を書けたらいいのに、私はその勇気が出ません。ごめんなさい。文野彩。
Wait, she still writes herself as Aya Femino, right? And she did say she killed someone, and that someone probably was that event where she pretended to commit suicide with Aya as Aya. But in actuality, I bet you that... Because it confuses me because there's two things going on right here. One, this is the letter that she probably wrote, the final letter she wrote before she said she committed some kind of bloody act. But I think that it's like... I don't think she ended her persona as Aya. I think she ended her persona as Shiori, and that she wanted to cut ties to her high school friends so she can continue being Aya as she is, because I think that's what's happening is Aya Femino ended up being whatever it is. My guess is the stamps are going off to Paris. Maybe she kind of probably went off like internationally for college, but that's an assumption that I can only make, sadly. Not so much as a reality of sorts here, but anyways, what sort of reply was it that I wrote? Here we go. Well, let's see what we wrote. Thank you for your letter. I'm doing well. I feel like I write that line a lot. I don't have any regrets in my high school life, but I want to do more. I might even cry at the graduation ceremony. More boys than girls were crying at my middle school graduation. When I told them not to cry at the graduation of all places, they just glared at me. It takes courage to write important things. It's scary to think that if you write it, that'll be the end. Yet it's so easy to write on and on about trivial things. I still don't have the courage to write the one short sentence. To write one short sentence max. Okay. So we sent that type of letter. I didn't have the guts to write that I wanted to meet her. The bittersweet memories of youth. Tomoko?
すみません。お客さんですよ。
Wait, what? I thought you were gonna put away my futon. Monkey shows up. Oh, Watanabe, what's up? Oi, how do you know where I'm staying?
それくらい調べるまでもない。それより田中は来てないか？
Hell no. You think I know where he's at? Yeah. No. Did something happen?
あいつ役所の金を使い込んでいたんだ。
He's been using the money in corruption? He's doing dirty money? What? What? Nani? So that's what happened. Yeah, because Four Eyes probably got so spooked that he had to use money, maybe?
穴埋めしようと知人にお金を借りて回っていたんだが、ついに逃げたようなんだ。
What is this? He had a job. Was the money not enough for him to survive? Why would he come and borrow money from a total stranger like me?
あいつはお前の知りたい情報を持っている。それを売りに来たかと思ってな。
Oh, maybe he might be getting too obsessed with Misaki and he's gonna probably attack her for once. Like, he probably had so much money issues that he's gonna finally jump onto taking Murakami, the snappy girl, and like try to do something with her. I feel like because he was obsessed with her at the very least, I'd say. Alright. Yeah, so we finally made it to the point where I'm gonna end the episode, sadly, because it's 30 minutes long. We made the 30-minute mark, so that's pretty good. Alright, next episode, we're going to finish up the chapter 10, hopefully. I'm not sure how long it will take, but I'm guessing it will take about 1 or 2 more episodes out of this to see the ending of chapter 10. And then from there, I'll figure out what the hell is going to happen in terms of diverging to the other endings. I really want to try to get the other endings done, but I don't know how bad it's going to take to get to those endings, but we'll see. I did mention that we can go for like a system save file thing and get that through, but who knows, maybe it might take less time to just like do whatever they're doing. Like, there might be a way to make it easier, but I doubt it. But we'll see what happens when we get to the end of this game. I'm hoping that it's a good way to like help me get to the ending, because I know there's some key items that are missing here. And I don't think we're getting the rest of them through here. I think we're getting probably the rest of them through the other endings, so there might be a new game plus situation sort of thing. I'm hoping that it's not like start from the beginning kind of situation, but who knows, I guess. Other than that, that's it for this episode. We'll see what happens to Four Eyes in the next episode, and yeah, that would be that. So, Roz out.